When I sat down to film this video, I had no idea what was gonna happen, but I was really frustrated and I thought I'd be venting and ranting for 25 minutes, but that's not how it went. So anything is possible. I am exhausted. It's December 2nd, it is 11 p.m. and I really didn't want to film a video diary today. I'm so frustrated. I wanted to be like, screw everything and just go on my phone or go to bed. And I was thinking, I could just film one in the morning before I go to school and then another one at night, but like, am I gonna do that? Do I want to do that later? I don't really want to do it now. I'm frustrated and I don't want to do it later either. Alas, I am here. My camera is literally stacked on top of some pillows and stuffed animals. Like that. I have the ring light there. I didn't feel like adjusting it and I wanted to just sit in bed and film a video diary. So that's what I'm doing. I was up all last night. I went to bed at 10 a.m. this morning. From midnight to 8 a.m. I decided randomly last minute, because I was super motivated finally. I'll link yesterday's video diary up above so you can see why I was so excited and motivated yesterday. So I scheduled an 8-hour life shift from midnight to 8 a.m. and I went back and forth 1 hour doing stuff offline, cleaning, getting things off my to-do list. I vlogged the whole thing and reflecting, and then I would do 1 hour doing stuff I needed to do online, whether it be work that I had to do on my phone or my laptop or whatever it was. And I ended up being up all night. I had 2 cups of coffee and I had therapy at 8:15 in the morning, and it was a really good session. I was so tired and I napped throughout the day. I placed a grocery order. I got some healthy things and I placed an Amazon order of some things I'm really excited to get. So things are definitely on a roll. Even though I'm exhausted now, I was up all night. I'm gonna sleep tonight. But how the amount of stuff that I accomplished in the 8 hours that I was up all night not sleeping is so much more than I would have accomplished if I had not done that, because I wasn't gonna sleep through the night anyways. I would have been tossing and turning, being unproductive and telling myself I'll do it in the morning and knowing damn well I didn't want to do it. I ended up writing a list of like everything I accomplished to look back on, and I'm really proud of myself. I will link that video if it's not up by the time I upload this video. Stay tuned for it. It was really frustrating as I edited the first rough draft of the first video in this series, which I'll link above too, and I did the whole rough cut, and I don't know how I managed to download the wrong editing software. I'm like, I don't know how I did it, because I Googled DaVinci Resolve and then wasn't using DaVinci Resolve. So, because in the past I was using Premiere Pro, I'm switching over to DaVinci, and then this morning I downloaded the wrong version of Resolve, and that was a whole headache. So I had to download the free version of Resolve, and the paid version was still in like the hard drive of my computer somewhere, so I had to dig and find it and delete it. And then like it took forever. I spent so long on my laptop today just trying to get the software to then finally open and then create the project. It kept slowing down and crashing, and like it was just such a headache. I wanted to scream so bad, and the app kept shutting down. I would close it out and open it back up because I wanted to just set up the project folder. I didn't need to start editing, but I wanted to open the project folder, put the footage in, name it, and so I know it's there. And every time I would shut it down and open it back up, I would get a little bit closer to being where I want to be. So I kept doing it, and eventually I said to myself, you can take a break. tomorrow is a new day. It's getting late. Like, it's not worth my mental energy. But despite all of that, I drank about half a gallon of water today. I ate healthy, and I scheduled an 8:15 hot Pilates workout class, so I did that, and it felt so good to go and work out. Yesterday I went back to the workout studio that I go to after I injured my foot and did a hot stretch class. So today I went and I did the hot Pilates class because they didn't have the stretch one at that time, and I wasn't able to do everything that I would normally be able to do, especially after injuring my foot and then getting back into it. But if things hurt my foot in a certain way, I would instead do my physical therapy exercises in the ones that would strengthen where it hurt in that time. So doing that in the heat and in the sauna did feel so good. My body feels so sore from like using my muscles again, and in such a good way. And I didn't want to do that either. I knew I would enjoy going, and I always tell myself, like, stay for 15 minutes once you're there. Like, if you want to go, go, but just do it for 15 minutes. So I went and I did the whole thing, and it's such a nice feeling because I don't like going on my phone a lot when I'm in there. I try to, or at least I'm trying to train myself to just be off my phone more in general and just be with my brain. I don't mind being on certain like screens like my laptop or having my TV on, but the phone is like too much. I like to just, when I'm in there, do my thing, because when I check the time so often, it's so easy to keep checking the time. But when you just focus on what you're doing, the class is over in what feels like 5 minutes, and I'm like, oh, what? Meanwhile, when I'm like, when's it gonna be over, when's it gonna be over, when's it gonna be over, checking the time goes by so slow. In the past 2 days when I sat down to do these video diaries, I had journaled like beforehand, so I kind of had an idea of what I would say. But this time, since today was a totally different type of day than the past 2 days, and it was a struggle to just sit down and do this. Like, what I told myself is I was gonna do this every day, just do a video diary. Can look back on it whenever. My camera will play for 25 minutes, so just sit there for 25 minutes, because when I do journal, like, I have so many thoughts and things. Like, I don't know what to write, what to say, how to say it. There's so much fear of like being perfect. So I'm really curious to see how this new form of journaling for me is. I have 2 weeks left of the semester in college, and it's gonna fly by so fast because I was out for 5 weeks of going in person. I'm only in one class right now because after I injured my foot, my 10-week classes ended, and then I dropped one class. I was only in part-time while I was out for 5 weeks, and I didn't have any responsibility other than healing, resting. I couldn't walk, couldn't drive, so I could be up at all hours of the night, could be a delinquent, it wouldn't matter. I didn't have responsibilities really, and I was taking that time to learn structure for myself and take time offline and just be still and educate myself in things I'm interested in and get back into old hobbies and stuff. Since, like I said, I didn't have responsibilities, but it didn't mean I, wanted to just sit around and rot. So now that I'm starting to have responsibilities again as I back into the real world after healing and learning and trying to sprinkle in and fit everything, like, it definitely, I feel in a much better place than I have been in a long time. My cat wants to come in my room. Forgot what I was saying before Holly wanted to come back in. You know how to jump up onto my bed. You're loud. You come on. What are you waiting for? You can do it. Anyways, I have responsibilities again, and it's like scary, but in an exciting way, because I feel like in the past I had responsibilities and it felt like so much pressure. I heard someone say that recently, that pressure is a privilege. It kind of reshaped my life on my view, especially because of what I was going through in my own life and my healing and stuff. I am truly in like such a good mind space and such a good mindset, and I've been on meds for like a long time for mental health, BPD and bipolar, and I haven't been on them, and I truly feel better than I ever have before, because I feel like I'm finally getting to the core, like, root cause of the problems and healing from the inside out. And like the medication that I was on like was necessary for a long time, and I'm not bashing medication or saying you should or shouldn't be on medication, but like me personally, I'm in a time where my medication I was taking was making me so physically sick. I know that some days are gonna be harder than others, and that's gonna be okay, but I feel like the medication was just putting a band-aid on everything. But I finally feel so at peace. I was so frustrated before, and I know I'm gonna look back at myself editing this. Like when I started filming 20 minutes ago, I was about to rage quit. The fact that I didn't is progress in itself. Everything happens for a reason, and if I hadn't spent that time editing in the middle of the night, I never would have been this far ahead than if I put it off in the first place. So I'm still ahead than what I would have been, and that feels really nice to say out loud. So if you're watching this, say out loud to yourself that you are proud of yourself. You are so far ahead. Then please comment down below how your day went. Like this video if you're still watching. Subscribe. There is a lot that's going to be coming. I'm going to be experimenting with so many different types of videos and types of things to post, so you don't want to miss that.